What's up, guys, and welcome back once again to another Monday Roblox review. So, yeah, you guys have asked me to review Mining Madness. Oh, what the heck? What is that? There's a drag square. Well, anyway, guys, so we're in this game here. Now, let's try and determine what are these. I get to... Oh, I can pick the texture. The color of the texture. What? Okay, that's kind of cool. Presentation, man. Did I just hear a zombie? I could swear I heard something just go. I mean, it could just be my imagination, but I'm pretty sure I heard brains. How do I? Okay, so Sportsman 45 is telling me to buy basic ore cleaners. How do I do that? I need to access the store. Alright, guys, so I've found the store here with Sportsman's help. Set to press F. So, alright, so we have different types of conveyors here. Alright. Portals, senders, and receivers. Okay, we have an advanced conveyor. Alright, so let's go to upgraders. Basic ore cleaners. We have a basic upgrader as well. Let's purchase one of these. Alright, so let's, okay, so I'm kind of used to, Miner's Haven's, controls, and it is getting to me a bit here because Q opens up this search function to search your inventory, which is pretty cool, but I'm not used to, I'm used to it being ending a selection, so it's a little bit different. So Sportsman has a prestige of 27. Nice. Nice, man. Nice. Okay, so let's buy one of these. Alright, let's rotate it and put it right here. Now let's spam the crap out of this thing. Why is it doing that? Okay, so that's one thing I don't quite get is I'm doing this, but it keeps bringing up the menu here. Whatever. I'll play move tag with the menu. Right there, we'll play caddy corner with the menu. Yay! Okay, so that's one thing I don't quite get thus far is I don't like how this menu pops up every time I click on it. Alright, so we're gonna buy one of these. Alright, so I see how the inventory system works. It almost kind of like forces you to use the search function. Okay, so imagine like you have Miner's Haven, okay, but you can't just physically look at your inventory. It comes up as the search function thing. You got to go through the tabs, and yeah, it forces you to use that to search your own inventory, which, I mean, is granted pretty convenient still. But this is kind of annoying. Just slightly annoying right here that I have to play corner tag with this. Yep, have to play corner tag with it. Alright, so let's continue to play caddy corner here until I have enough money to get the next item. And guys, I'll be right back. Alright, guys, so I'm back here. I have 2.03k. So let's look at. Oops, no, wait. Oh, I have more of these upgraders, or more of these droppers. You know what? We're gonna do something actually. I'm gonna put this here, like this, and we're gonna have nothing but mines. This way is. Okay, so boom, boom, Alright, and F. Droppers. The nickel mine. Purchased for 1.5k. Okay, so Q. Droppers. Wait. There we go. Place. Alright, so that was a little bit. So this is definitely something I gotta get used to. I'm not 100% used to how this works, but it's still pretty decent of a UI. I definitely have to say I'm impressed by the UI system. Although I don't know, the inventory system kind of feels a little bit clunky as far as having to go through here. I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, it's kind of fluid. It's still, I mean, Miner's Haven gives you this option, but it allows you to scroll through your inventory as well. Like, this is your inventory. You know, you got to go through and select each tab. It breaks it up, which is pretty cool. Is this like collectible items? Like, what is this? Oh, you know what? I think if you double click on any segment, it just shows everything. Oh, I do have this collectible one. Okay. What? Look at that, guys. Look at that. That mine is actually pretty dank looking. That mine is pretty dank looking. It's pretty swag. It's pretty swag. Oh, swag. Swag. Add more basic upgrader. 500 till it blinks red. I will. I definitely will add more stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy more upgraders. Okay, but we gotta read these. Okay, so a simple upgrader that upgrades ore worth under $150 by 30%. This one adds $2 to the ore's value. I see. Okay, so it's kind of like in the beginning of Miner's Haven here, where you want to get to the base ore value. So I get that. I do get that. Alright, so let's go back in there again. See, that's the 1.2k. Alright, so Q. And let's put some more of these in. Alright, so each one of the ores going through here should be about $500 a piece. And it gives a little, like, when the upgraders are not doing anything, it gives like a annoying and a big red flashing light, which is pretty crazy. So, alright, so let's look at our mines. Droppers. Droppers. They're coming rusted. Dropper. So let's get one of these. Let's put one of these down. Now we're probably gonna hear that noise at the back end here. Watch. As soon as that rusty one hits one of these. Nope. Really? How is it not? Well, I'm not complaining. Whatever. Okay. F. Let's get a coal mine now. Alright. I think we're gonna try and get all the mines. Okay, and F again. Let's get why not? Let's get the zinc mine. There we go. Well, I'm definitely getting money pretty fast now. So let's do this again. Okay, so we're not quite to 16k yet, and we will be here any second. Yes. All right. So ahead and place this one. Place it over here. There we go. Alright, so now let's see if we can get an upgraded furnace. 6K. The common lab furnace. These are fenced, so they're basically like cells, but they're fenced. Right there. Okay, so now we have a little bit better of a furnace here. Oh, so a big shout out to Sportsman45 for helping me out with this whole thing. He says his YouTube channel is Farhan Sultan. If you guys want to go check that out, smash that channel for me, guys, because he is an awesome member of the Dark Army. You guys are all amazing. I love each and every one of you guys. And well, how much? We are at 20K now. Okay. So you know what? Let's go back in here and ooh, how much is this one? Multiplies it. See, all right. See, that's what I want. We're gonna buy. Oops. We're gonna buy this. There we go. Now we're gonna be getting money quite a bit faster because now we've gone from percentage increase to multiplicative increase for the furnace. All right. So. And we're definitely going to have to look for more upgraders, or better upgraders here next. So let's... Oops. Alright, so let's go into upgraders. What is this? Elevated upgrade. It adds $150 to the ore. What is this one? Polishes ore with liquid. See, one thing I kind of like about this game is each item that's created says who built the item. So like when people submit the item to the developer, they actually give credit to each individual item. Built by Sweet Maganda. That is cool. So imagine ones that do not say who they were built by were probably built by the people who made the game. But if somebody else made an item and it was put in here, it looks like they gave them credit for it. See, built by Chick E2. That is cool. I like that, guys. That is cool. 200 million for the mega upgrader. How much is this one? 25 million. Okay, so what is this one? It requires power. What? Alright, so Sportsman wants to show me a quote-unquote sick item. So let's go look and see what Sportsman was trying to show me. And I'm noticing my ore limit is also very close as well, guys. What the heck? What the heck is that? That is sick. That is pretty freaking cool. Dragon's Breath. Yeah, that is pretty freaking cool, guys. That, I have to say, is pretty freaking cool. Oh, okay, so you can put it down there and you can put a dropper above it and the ore drops through it. That is too cool. That is too cool. Alright, so there is a big variety of items, what it looks like in this game. But I've noticed here, guys, that my ore limit is getting dangerously close to its max. Dangerously close to the max. So what I think I should probably do is start getting rid of mines like these basic ones, and upgrading to mines that are just worth more. Alright, so we're at 140K. So, we're at 60K for this one. Oh, you know what? I think I know what this is. So, purchase. Aha, I get it. Look at that. I get it. Now I've got some stuff on the back end here blinking red. Okay. I get it now. I get it. So you know what actually we're going to do now is we're going to sell this one. And we're going to sell this one. We'll probably buy more of those raised ones. I'm going to sell this one as well because I feel it's redundant at this point. I get it. I get it. Okay, alright. So let's get some more raised upgraders. Alright, so we are working on it here. We are working on it. This thing is going nuts because now on the back end we're seeing a max to those. Because we're going through these are definitely maxing out. That's awesome. Oh, alright guys, so Sportsman 45 has told me that there is actual codes for this game. How do I... Oh, okay, so at the top of this screen here, you can enter codes just like in Miner's Haven, except for it's on the Twitter thing in Miner's Haven. Spooked 321. Awesome, so we got some cool items, and 1K GM. Cool, guys, look at that. Oops, so we have some awesome new items. Look at that, we got some collectible items. A YouTube upgrader. Alright, so it says, obtain from subscribing to Turnable on YouTube. A link in the description adds the amount of subscribers Turnable has. Value increases $200. That's interesting. Is he going to change that every time he gets new subscribers? That is something I would want to know. So let's put in this YouTube upgrader. Alright guys, so we are going to upgrade to the fenced furnace that has a one open side here. So that's what we're gonna buy. Okay, now that we have a good amount of money, now we're back down to there. So let's let's sell this one first. So we will sell that and we will go back into here. We're gonna put this down. Alright, so we're constantly making anywhere between there are some ores that aren't worth as much. So we're making see, it's hard to really judge how much we're making. If I'd say on average we're making about 1.5 to 2 K per second at the current moment. I feel like this coal is redundant. Let's sell that. Now I wonder how much this... It's an iron mine. It says, why is the mine so big? I have no idea, but this mine gathers iron ore at a slow rate, but they're worth a decent amount. So now I imagine there is like a... Now you can get prestige, which... Let me see here. Can I click on the prestige? Okay, what exactly... Okay. Prestige. Okay, so once I get 20 QN, I can prestige. Well, I can upgrade my ore limit. Okay, so let's do that. Wow, that upgraded my ore limit a lot. Okay, to prestige, I need to be at 20 QN. Okay. Alright guys, so I'm back here, and here's my progress thus far. I have switched out a lot of these furnaces here with the brick furnaces. Okay, so I have a crap ton of brick furnaces. I do have a rare iron mine and the alpha mine here. And then it goes into the basic upgrader, which this is probably redundant, probably don't even need that. It goes into the YouTube upgrader, which adds $200 to the ore. And then I have a basic ore cleaner here, which is being maxed out by every ore that goes through it at this point, because they're all being upgraded by these elevated upgraders. And then it goes through the uncommon ore cleaner here. Then it goes through the Tuning Studios upgrader, which this does a 1.1, and use limit's only just 1, but there's actually, this is uncapped, so this should actually be better served on the back end because it's uncapped in number amount. So I'll probably end up moving that to the back end later on. Now this here is blinking now. So I have another one of these, which these have a cap of anything under 5k gets upgraded multiplied by 2, which is a decent upgrade amount. And then I have these, which can upgrade an ore up to 6.5k. So everything on the back end is around 2.5k. Well, guys, it looks like the server has broken. Like, just completely broken. That guy's running in place, and all the ore is frozen. Completely frozen. So, yeah. There is that. But, I was definitely at a point to where I was making millions very, very quickly. This kind of sucks. This kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. But, guys... Yep, and I DC'd, so... Yeah, guys, that's all the time I have for this, so I'm gonna go take what I have thus far, and I'm gonna write up all my scores, and I'll be back with your review in a sec. Alright, guys, so I'm back here. Now, I have my scores all tallied up here, so let's get into this review, shall we? The first category is aesthetics. Now, guys, the first thing I notice about the game is the customizable platform material and color around the outside. You can change the texture of it, the color of it. That's a cool little, just a little touch to the game. Then you have the scenery of the map itself. The map itself looks pretty cool. There was like some hidden areas and things like that of the map, and it actually had a kind of a scenic setup, and I liked the feel of the map itself, so it looked pretty freaking awesome. Then there was the aesthetics of the individual items in this Mining Tycoon game. Now, in the individual items, each had attention to detail, decent items. There was nothing that, to me, that screamed generic, okay? And then on top of that, aesthetically here, the items that were created by other players or other people that submitted to them and that were added to the game all had credit given to those people. And that was a cool little perk, and so it encouraged increased aesthetics through the process of people submitting entries and getting that added to the game. Altogether, guys, I think aesthetically this game was very pleasing. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 for aesthetics. Now, the second category, guys, mechanics. Now, as you guys know, in mechanics we judge whether or not this game brings something new to the table and exactly what type of game it is. So, when we talk about mechanics here, and now when we talk about bringing something new to the table, I do not feel that this game brings anything new to the table as far as another game is concerned. I mean, Miner's Haven's been around for longer than this game, and, well, quite literally, Miner's Haven has a massive following, and well, this is basically the same exact thing. Yeah, a couple of things aren't changed, and there are new mechanics, don't get me wrong. I like the fact that some items require power to power them up. Miner's Haven is more direct in the approach of an upgrader, you have to feed it coal. Well, in this sense, you have to feed certain items power, and the power generators are fed coal. And I like the little lightning thing that goes off through them. Now, there are some new aspects that are brought to this game, but it is not completely 100% original. In fact, there are crap ton of mining games out on Roblox, and the Mining Tycoon thing is well overplayed. But with all that considered, the new little tweaks and perks of this game to make it its own individual entry into the mining genre of Roblox warrants it some points in this category. So for mechanics, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. Okay, the next category, guys, is gameplay and functionality. So now, with gameplay and functionality, we look at, well, was the game fun to play? And did everything function the way it was supposed to? And I think overall, yes. Yes, the gameplay was fun. After a while, I mean, it took a little bit to getting used to the UI, which the UI to me seemed a little bit clunky, maybe? I don't know, not as easy as, like, say, Miner's Haven or some of the games where you have an open inventory where you just grab the tab and there's your inventory, just select and drop, and I mean, it felt like I was constantly swapping between things and tabs. Now, yes, if you click on a tab twice, it does bring up your whole inventory for an easier selection or option there, but there are certain things like clicking on the manual click mines would bring up the menu, and then you just have to find another spot to click, so you can't easily just spam click buttons. So that was a little bit of an irritant with the UI. Now, overall, the game functioned properly. I mean, you know, the generators would put out a, depending on the radius and if the item that it was powering was within the radius, it would send a lightning thing to those items. That was pretty interesting to me. I like that. So, as far as functionality goes, everything seemed to function the way it was supposed to function. Mines did what they were supposed to and dropped ores. And from what it looked like, they dropped them correctly in the time frame that the drop rate was specified as. Also, the upgraders seemed to work. Now, the upgraders gave you an alert of That was a nice little touch when they got maxed out. So that was pretty cool. So as far as gameplay and functionality goes, I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. Now, moving on to balance and challenge factor. Now, the balance, I did question it a little bit in the game there, but after realizing, you know, between the drop rate and everything like that, it did scale up pretty well. It was balanced, actually, after doing the physical math and looking at it, but because there was time gaps in between what was being made, because I was actually putting out mines that had a higher drop rate number, it was calculating that into an average, and my money per second didn't look like I was making much more, but it would spike and come back down as opposed to just being a flat on point average. So that kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, but after really looking at it and crunching the numbers, balance seemed to be spot on. It was pretty good. Okay, as far as a challenge factor, these type of games tend to be challenging. Obviously, you're going to have to put a lot of time in and effort to get past the first reborn. Then after that, it's a matter of acquiring items to progress even further. Now, I did not see whether or not you get new items from, sorry, I say reborn, but prestiging. And, but I imagine you do. And giving the assumption of that, now I did not get to see a first prestige because, well, the game froze on me, locked up completely, and then DC'd. So that kind of sucked. So I don't know if it's because they need to recalculate the ore limits for people and figure out what the servers can actually handle, or if that was just Roblox being Roblox, which is a very big possibility that it was just simply Roblox being Roblox. Well, anyway, so for balance and challenge factor, guys, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 because, again, these type of tycoons are very challenging. They have a very high aspect of you know, the more you get, the more you can put out. So that's pretty cool. Replayability, guys. Now, with these type of games, and obviously this one which has a reborn or prestige system, the more you progress, the more items you get, the more you can, you know, the faster you can make builds, and the better off you are. And you can progress to a point to where you are just dominating in money, and that's what's cool about these type of games, is they are highly replayable. And not only that, this developer has a in-game code-based system, so you follow him on Twitter or YouTube or whatever, he releases codes for his game, and guess what? you get items for those codes. So because of all of these factors and the fact that the developer's putting a lot of time into it and everything like that, I am going to give replayability for this game a 5 out of 5. Now, that brings our total score, guys, of 21 out of 25. So, again, guys, if you like this review and you want to see more reviews like this one, then be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you're just plain new to my channel. And as always, guys, stay awesome. I'm Dark J, and I'm freaking out. Oh, look at him! Look at him!
I am Mr. Robot. You are playing Magic Tycoon.
By them, oh, awesome power of the combining gods! Hear my cry and make a big red crystal.